On some Volkswagen vehicles, they have what's called a DSG or dual shift gearbox transmission. Let's take a look at the scanner features and functions we can see on this house behind me. Okay, so this is inside the transmission module, so we'll pop in there. It's going to start communicating. And then we can see, of course, we have codes and data. We also have an ECU coding function for those particular times where you need to do some coding. We also have functional tests in here. So if we go in under special functions, first one there is check oil level. So these transmissions don't really have an easy way of checking the oil level, so there is a scanner initiated function for that. So the following steps are performed in this function. So check the transmission fluid level is for this, and we need to make sure the ignition is on. So we'll hit yes. We need to make sure we meet all test conditions. So selector level needs to be in park. Vehicle is on a flat level surface. Lower engine noise insulation removed, so that is the lower engine cover. And the transmission fluid needs to be between 35 and 45 degrees Celsius. So we'll turn on the engine and let it warm up. So right now it says the current gearbox oil temperature is 33 degrees Celsius. It would need to be between 35 and 45. It will not continue until that happens. Now this also needs to be up in the air on a lift. So we're not going to go all the way through this procedure, but it's going to instruct you later on, once it gets warmed up, that you need to remove the fill plug and check for fluid there. So it will go and proceed as soon as the temperature is attained. Okay, next on the list is adapt installation information. So this is going to establish basic settings for CAN modules when they're replaced. So we need to make sure the ignition's on. And this will reset the communication information. All required vehicle systems will be readapted. The adaptation of the FIT information is carried out after the following activities. So after a software update, we need to do this, after replacement of the control module, after replacement of the selector lever, or after work on the steering wheel paddles, or after another control module is replaced, for example, the engine, ABS, or gateway module. Now we haven't done any of that work, so I won't continue, but that's just the times it needs to be done. And then we have basic setting of transmission. So ignition on. This needs to be done anytime there's a software adaptation done to the vehicle, replacing the mechatronics in there, replacing the clutch, or if it has this code P175F00, transmission system basic setting not performed. Don't have any of those problems either, but that's when you would need to do this function. So other models of transmission may also have the option of draining the oil pressure reservoir. Some other bleeding functions may be available as well, but just know on these transmissions, we got you covered.